guys, Jerry here, Big Dog Movies, and this is PocketOgraphy. Alright guys, what we're doing here with PocketOgraphy is we're trying to give you some tips and stuff on how you can use the devices that are in your pocket. You know, you have some of the best cameras in the world right in your pocket. You carry them with them every day. People use them on Facebook, Snapchat, and that kind of thing. And I'm just going to give you some tips and tricks on how to make better video, how to make better, how to do better pictures, and just some tips and tricks and neat special effects and that kind of thing. You know, the days of the 35mm are almost over. I'd say, you know, unless you're a high-grade photographer and that kind of thing, or you use this on a daily basis, a lot of people aren't going to have these because we have such good cameras in our pockets. And I'm going to show you, you know, here's an iPhone 6. It's got an 8-megapixel camera, which is very good. And I'm going to show you the differences in these and show you how to take really good pictures and video with all of them. So you've got a 10-megapixel camera, or an 8-megapixel camera here. I've got a Note 4. It has a 16-megapixel camera. I've got an Droid Moto X. It's got an 8-megapixel camera. And then I've got a Droid Max. It's got a 5-megapixel camera. And I can take good pictures and good video with all of these if you just have the right amount of equipment, the right gear, the right apps to use, and lighting and everything. And I'm going to go over that. And that's what this series is all about. Also, with the tablets, I got an iPad here. You can also do this with the Android devices. But I'm going to show you how to take really good video, how to edit, how to do special effects and all of that right on the tablet. So you really don't need a computer to do all this. I can do special effects and all that just with this iPad. So we're going to go through some stuff, and I'm going to show you how to gear up, cheap places to buy your stuff, how to make your own rigs, and all of that simple stuff. This is PocketOgraphy. All right, we're going to start off with the. I'm going to start off with this iPad case, and it's very handy. Your iPad just snaps in and out of it like that. It's a really lightweight piece of plastic. Dave at iOgrapher makes these. They're about $50-$60 for the iPad. He makes these also for the iPhones, and they're really cool because you can hold your iPad steady. You can get your hands away from the device. You can still use your thumbs to access everything. But here's what I like is the added lenses. Now you can get the lenses. They're detachable. You can use it with or without the lenses. This is a 2x telephoto lens. I also have a wide angle lens that I like to use real well when I'm videoing soccer games and that kind of thing. But very handy dandy deal. You notice it also has a shoe mounts so that you can mount microphones on top. You can mount lights, added lights, but it has 3 shoe mounts for that. Now what I like also is it's threaded so that you can set this on a tripod, and now you're good and steady, and you don't have that shaky video feel. Now the only problem I have with this, Dave at iOgrapher, is you don't make these for Android devices, and I understand that, you know, the iPhone is the iPhone, is the iPad, they're all the same. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you, I love this device. He does a great job with these. Check him out on iographer.com. But I'm going to show you how I take and Alright, so what I'm going to show you now is a homemade rig I made that I bought all these parts. I bought some at Lowe's. I got this metal plate at Lowe's. It was $1.58, something like that at Lowe's. And what it is a steel for trusses, to attach trusses together. You can find them in your in the lumber section. And I re-drilled the holes out with a 1/4-inch bit, except for this one in the center. And I drilled it out with a number 7 bit and took a quarter 20 tap and tapped it out so that all of your devices for a camera have that 1/4 20 thread screw on there, so that all these parts and pieces can screw in together. Tripods and all that. Gives you a mount to mount your place. And what I do with these, I've got one set up here, is I order these off Amazon, and these are phone mounts, and you can adjust them. They're highly adjustable, spring loaded. They lock open if you need them locked open. They close when you want them to close sometimes. I mount these on here to hold my phone or my devices, and you can see I also get these handles on Amazon for about $12. And what I like about these is they're kind of like a hand grip for like a pistol, and you can do your steady cam with it. This piece is adjustable. It has the 1/4 20 thread on it. And what I also like about these is it turns into a tripod. You can mount your device on there and set it down and do your filming with that. You don't need to be holding it. So this is the rig I built. I've got 2 of these devices on here, these device clamps. I also have the shoe mounts that I mounted with a 1/4 20 screw. So I've got 2 of those for extra devices. And what I do is I take a portable battery charger. And you can buy these, you can order these. I think I ordered this one on Amazon for 19 bucks. It's a 10,000 milliamp battery. This will charge my phone 3 times. And normally when you're videoing, you're going to get about 30 minutes of video on your phone battery. It's not going to last you a long time. And if you're doing a big photo shoot or a lot of videoing, you're going to run out of battery. You're going to have a dead cell phone. You're going to have to run to the car and charge it or whatever you got to do, plug it in the wall. What I do with this is a 10,000 milliamp battery. I attach it here. I plug that into my device and attach my device here. So now I've got unlimited video. As long as you've got the storage space on here, and I put a 64 gig high def card in here so that it can transfer higher rate of high def video. And most of your phones have that. Now the iPhones, it's one of my downfalls of the iPhone is it doesn't have a removable back on it. You can't add a memory card. But all the same, now I have 3 times the capacity. I can record all kinds of video all day long, take all kinds of pictures, and not lose any of my battery on my phone. And it's not heavy. It's balanced really well. You can move it all around. I can still set it up on a tripod to video. Set it up this way. Very handy. Now with my shoe mounts, what I like to do is take my microphone. I've got a Rode shotgun mic. Very good mic. It's not powered. It powers it off the device. And I mount that here because sound is very key. And these have good microphones on them, but if I'm shooting a subject that's a little bit farther away, you're going to need something to pick up the sound just a little bit better. So now, this is my device. I've got my microphone attachment, I've got my backup battery, I've got my device, the camera shooting the video or the photos, and I also have a 10-20 or a 1/4 20 screw here that I can mount this straight on a tripod. Now what I like about this is my little portable tripod. You can buy these. This is a little bit higher end tripod, but you can buy a regular size tripod for a camera or a video camera at Walmart or any place like that, Best Buy, for about 20-30 bucks. What I like about this one, it folds up really small and fits in my backpack. But if you notice, there's no handle. So with this, I can attach this here, and now I've got a handle to turn and do some panning and frees up a hand and gives me a real good steady shot on the tripod. Plus, if I've got it set up here on the camera and we're taking photos, I can get a little bit steadier shot doing the photos. Very handy device. You really need to get you a tripod if you're going to do anything like this. What I also have is a shutter clicker, and what this is a Bluetooth shutter device, shutter control. And when this is on a tripod, I can be in front of the camera, hit my shutter, and it takes a picture. I can be in front of the camera and hit this, and it starts the video. It works on iOS and Android both. So you can do, if you're doing something like we're doing now, I can start and stop the video. I can take a picture if I want to pose or anything like that. So handy item to have. But that's what I like to carry. This is my normal video shooting rig that I like to use. You know, you don't have to do that. If you're comfortable with taking your camera and you're videoing this way, you know, the problem I have is the hands and the fingers get in front of these cameras. The lenses you see right there, I've got it covered up. I just like the hands-free thing, get my hands out from under it. I also have some little odd end pieces. And what I do is salvage these pieces from leftover parts and stuff. Somebody threw a tripod away. I took all the parts off of it and used those. these rigs here. This is a low motion rig, so you can video on the ground. You can attach your device, your phone clamp here. You can add your phone. You can add your microphone up here. I give about $19 for that at Best Buy. It's not too bad. You got this external light. It's battery powered. You can take the lens off and have a wider, get a little bit of more sunlight. That there's about 40 bucks. They're a little high. But now, you know, my video camera here, I've had this for a long time. Shoots really good picture, 1080p. I can shoot 4K on my phone. Shoots twice the video that this thing does. I carry it in my pocket every day. So, just some of the things to look at. You know, I keep a Leatherman tool in my pouch to take screws and stuff apart with. A little Phillips tip screwdriver, loosen your screws and that kind of thing up. Handy stuff to use. So that's going to be episode 1. Just kind of looking at gear, different things you can do with making your own rigs. You know, to fit what you need, cheap. If you've already got the parts and pieces, you know, this whole rig setup right here, I've probably got 30 bucks in it, the whole setup. So it's not including the gears, just the whole setup. It's just handy to have, and this stuff fits in your backpack, your purse. These triggers fit in your back pocket if you want to take one with you. So that's what we're going to talk about in these series. We're going to do. I'm going to get into editing, lighting, audio, special effects, all that stuff. So stay tuned, subscribe, like the videos, share it with your friends and family. Just trying to get me some likes on there. I'll have in the description all the stuff that I've got here, showing you links to it on how to get it, how much it costs, that kind of thing. But this is Jerry with Big Dog Movies. See you.